So this document that I'm doing a video about really goes with the previous video I made on the injection molding records. This is essentially a report back from the research and development laboratories at British Geon on injection molding 7-inch records. This is copy number 6, which did belong to Mr. G.H. Burke. I've got lots of the test records and things that presumably are all part of this research. There's the summary. The description is given of work done in developing the injection moulding of 7-inch diameter records from PVC compounds. Moulding trials with several compounds were conducted. Playable records were made in the Barry laboratories, but these were too thick because of the inadequacy of the available machinery. Trials on larger machines in Germany were entirely successful. Details of practical mould designs for this work are given, and a sample record is included. So the object of this report was to investigate the injection moulding of 7-inch diameter gramophone records from the Geon compounds. And then their conclusion was it's feasible to injection mould 7-inch diameter gramophone records. And the recommendations were, these are all the improvements. Then it goes into the moulding details, the moulding trials. This was the sort of mould that they made and the compound that they used, which is written there. These are the moulding trials. Arrangements were made to hold moulding trials using the record mould on a larger injection machine at the factory in Antwerp, Nuremberg. Having available clamping pressure of 140 tons was used. Some minor modifications to the mould were made, after which some 80 records were made in this formula. Details of the trials are given, and the report in the report received from Antwerp. The discussion was that can gramophone records basically be injection moulded, and it says it was not intended to satisfy the dimensional requirements of the British standard, but simply to show that the basic shape of the record was mouldable. At this stage, the rate reached of records of reasonably good acoustical standard were made. A sample record is included at the back of this report. So essentially, this is one of the first records that was injection moulded, where they had, basically something that sounded like a record. I've got other records which are from the trials of this, presumably, because they're all test records. If you look at the previous video, you'll see some of those. But it's nice that this one came in the report, and it explains basically what they were trying to do. So, yeah, other companies may have experimented with injection moulding records, of course, but this is dated 25th of the 8th, 1960. So at least in 1960, somebody had perfected the injection moulding of records. There's even at the back of this report an enormous print of the enlarged view showing the method of holding matrix. So basically the mould, and this all folds out and shows you the blueprint of the mould. So I'll unfold it and see how much of it I can actually get on the camera. It's enormous piece of paper. Let's have a look. So yeah, an interesting document. I said that kind of really follows on from the previous video that I've done. I'll fold all this back into this now. About injection moulding records. So yes, they were doing it back in the 60s, and with some of the LPs, I've got some of the 78s coloured plastics that they've used as well. So this all goes together with that sort of pile of records, which I at the time was speculating that they were experimental injection moldings, but now with this document, yeah, that's exactly what they were for. So I just wanted to sort of document that so that there's an actual definite date when successful injection molding records were being experimented with and actually produced. I say, and it's nice to have one of the first ones by this company ever produced. So yes, I just thought just really wanted to share that so that it's out there.